Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, I tested every big man dribble style in NBA 2K26 so you don't have to. So, the point of this video is to get you guys ready for all the build videos that are to come today that you're going to watch from other content creators as well as me and understand what needs to be on these builds for you to be able to move most optimally. Real quick, before we go into it though, I have to shout out 2K. Appreciate them for bringing me out to the community day to get this early content for you guys, and it's obviously what's allowing us to do so, so I really do appreciate it. Anyway, this is what we're going to be working with for the build as far as the baseline for every single thing you're going to see for the bigs, right? So 70 speed with ball, bronze lightning launch. That's what I'm trying to get at. That's like the equivalent that everything's going to have so that we're on equal footing for the testing and stuff. So don't worry about anything else. This is a troll build, obviously. It's not meant to have, you know, a good rebound, interior defense, and be a good big man or anything like that. I just quickly filled it out with what I needed to be able to do the test properly. So for instance, speed with ball, ball handle, and then maybe just some etc. stuff that like doesn't hurt to have either. But that's really what mattered the most, was ball handle, speed with ball, simply put. Now, because it's technically the first time I'm showing a build being made, I guess I'll just let it play out and let you guys see what happens since you're already here. So as you can see, it shows like the shades of the archetype name, stuff like that, some badges, some top attributes, and then like player descriptions and stuff. So the custom test allows you to actually just max out all the badges and also just put all the animations on that you want. Now, I will let you guys know with this test, obviously I'm going through and every single time that I'm testing this, I'm changing the dribble style. Every like second or third time that you do like go back out and come back in to customize, it will randomize every single animation. So the only thing I'm really changing is dribble style, and things that I'm doing like sig size up might have some variance, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to just set you up with the best dribble style for yourself, because there are plenty of options in a lot of these videos. It's just that I want to have you guys be able to like find one that fits the type of build that you're going to be getting at when it comes to the speed with ball requirements, as well as just what you want to see out of the build. Maybe you're a guy that likes cross launches more, where you do a dribble move and then run to your offhand. Or maybe you're someone that wants to do a dribble move and run toward your ball hand more primarily. Or maybe you're someone that just likes the style of a specific one rather than the other. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys all of the animation requirements as well, on top of just actually seeing them all played out and be able to actually like, you know, get the visual on what you like the most. So to start us off, we have normal. This is only a 40 speed with ball requirement. Obviously, just use your imagination just a tad bit. Obviously, on every single build, I'm not going to customize the attributes, go in and out on the builder and get to like 40 speed with ball just to test the ones that have 40 and then go to 70 to test the ones that have 70. It's all just going to be on equal footing right here, and understand that if you're a 7'3" or 2 or something like that wants to run this dribble style right here of normal, it's not going to move quite as quickly as a 6'10" with 70 speed with ball and bronze lightning launch, obviously. But as you can see, normal, still the same old. When you do the cross launch, it's like the same sweeping animation that we really actually ran quite a bit. Like I ran normal dribble style on my 6'10" back in 2K24, and it was a banger. It was really good at getting to those like offhand movements and getting you downhill into the dunk meter and stuff. So overall, I think normal, pretty decent dribble style. Obviously, it's not meant to be like the greatest, and it really isn't, to be fair, but it's okay. It's definitely like something that's okay to have on your builds, and if you're someone that's like 7'2", 7'3", absolutely feel free to get at least 40 speed with ball. If you're already at like 37 or 38, you know, just put a couple ticks up, boom, snag that normal. Now, what's really the best value here, and I'll just say it right now, the best dribble style for bigs, in my opinion, is Giannis. And this is 55 speed with ball requirement, and you have to be 6'10" and up. That's pretty much the same thing you're going to see in every bit of this video, is 6'10" and up requirement. And bro, I'm telling y'all, Giannis is like the true blue game breaker when it comes to the dribble styles for the bigs. There are a couple more, there's like 2 more that I think would be well worth putting on if it fits your style better. But for this one, it's about moving toward your ball hand, aka like when you do a dribble move, running to that same exact side. So we'll break it down just a little bit for y'all, but I'm not really here to do the breakdown too much. This is really just to let you guys see the dribble styles and like have your own opinion on what you want to see out of it. So that's the cross launch right there. It's not that great, but then you can see kind of right there, and especially on that one, the like running to the same side ball hand, the ability this dribble style is going to have at getting you downhill is really good, all things considered, especially just off the fact that it's for bigs. So I don't know if the bigs have really had a dribble style that's elite like this in quite a long time, or even for that matter, ever, I don't think. Like I said, normal was something that was pretty good back in the day in 24. I don't think 25 really had any elite dribble dribble styles for bigs. I guess Zion was like decent, but I don't really think it's anything special. It was just the best in the game at the time, but that wasn't saying much. Anyway, point being, you can see when I got in here, I was really liking the Giannis. It was a really good look, and 55 speed with ball is a really good value as well. Like the fact that you don't even need 65, 70, something like that, I think it really will be a good fit for a lot of you guys. So anyway, we'll come back to that at the end. I actually did have a recap where I just kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit more when we got to the end of this video, but I want to keep accelerating through here to give you guys a couple more options of things that you can maybe still pick from when you get on your build. Because again, the point of this video is I tested every dribble style, so you don't have to in 2K26. So it's like, obviously we want to hit everything here. So Banchero right here, 50 speed with ball, and then a height of at least 6'10". That's how it's going to be for literally everyone. So I'm not going to continue saying the at least 6'10", but as you see, I also put it in slow-mo just to be able to like make sure that we got it. I need to stop pausing on these portions of the video. But anyway, Banchero, not the greatest. It was pretty bad, realistically. You can see the cross launch is not terrible, but the same side ball hand was really bad. Like, look at the hitch that it gives you. That is me sprinting right away, trying to actually sprint. And you can see I give up on it pretty quickly. But just want to highlight that one more time. So cross launch, decent. Same side ball hand, look at how awful that is. This is me sprinting right away, and it has like a really bad hitch to it. So Banchero is going to be one that, like, even, and I wanted to make this video for the My Team guys too, because this is something that's going to be important for you to know and see as well. So I obviously wanted to give you guys an opportunity to see what those cards are going to be looking like when you just see on the database videos and stuff like that, or like the website that they have something like a Banchero dribble style. It's going to be ricing them, bro. It's not good at all. So you want to stay on the lookout for the ones that we kind of deem are like toward the top. And again, a lot of these can still be to your opinion as well, but yeah, there's going to be some that are just undisputably bad, and Banchero is definitely one of them. So one that's actually really good, and we can at least give some consideration to as far as like this versus Giannis, is KD. Now, KD requires a 65 speed with ball, so obviously this is going to be a little bit more of a 6'10" thing, like the point centers, if you will. It's not going to be as much something you see, I don't even think you can see it on a 7-footer, for instance, or debatably a 6'11". It'd be probably cutting it kind of close. But anyway, the reason I say this is more of a stylistic thing and rather than like a definitive best is if you're someone that likes the cross launches, KD is going to be more for you than Giannis, 100%. But its ball hand is not very good. Like when you run to the same side as where you just set the dribble up to. When you do the cross launch of going like dribble move and then run away from it, it's definitely good. Like this actually looks pretty solid. It's probably better than Pro, probably better than Wemby that you're about to see as well pretty soon. So I would say it probably has the best cross launch of any dribble move that the bigs have. But again, it's same side ball hand, not the greatest. And you can see I'm definitely overplaying the cross launch just because it's kind of the driving force of this dribble style. Because again, that ball hand one, not very good. So again, that's why it's a little bit more of an opinionated thing, because it's not going to be like super definitive. But I definitely would say right now it looks like Giannis is better. But maybe that's just me. I like the ball hand runs a lot more than like the cross launch. It's been a kind of a thing that's been in 2K for a while now, though, where the bigs haven't really been able to do much running same side ball hand. It's been a lot of cross launch all the way back to 24 and in 25 with the Zion dribble style as well. That was Jokic right there. I didn't even really want to spend too much time on it because it's complete garbage. And same with Sabonis. Sabonis is also trash. It's 40 requirement, but again, if you're going to go with like the 40 thresholds, normal is going to be the move. If you're going like 55, you'll see Wemby in a second and then Giannis. So essentially your tiers, if you will, are 40 speed with ball for normal, 55 for Wemby and Giannis, and then 65 for KD. Pro is 70. We'll get to that in a second. And again, you might be someone that likes it in specific. Also, in case you guys didn't know, I'm teaming up with NBA 2K Lab again this year. And like always, they have the best statistical jump shots on their website. Put a ton of time into the labbing of those. And on top of that, have exact visual cues now for those jump shots they recommend to you. So first they find the exact best jump shots and put them into the data that you can use if you buy the premium. Then on top of that too, they have the ability to even just practice the jump shot if you don't want to sit in the my court, wait for a ball return, or for that matter, even have to track down your own ball. And if you're not someone that wants to use the most meta jump shot of like the best green window and the absolute fastest, what you can do is plug your controller into your PC and shoot 10 shots of what feels comfortable to you, and they'll recommend you one of the jump shots that they've created as well. And again, this is a huge feature right here, the ability to take one of the custom jump shots they've recommended to you and find the exact release point of it and know exactly when to let go of your button on the controller or when to let go of the ball in your player's hands, obviously. And on top of that too, even do motion style tests, and they've got rankings of a ton of dribble moves. So if you want to check this out, like I said, go to NBA2KLab.com or the link in my description and put code LAKER for your promo code. This is going to save you about $1 per month or up to $2 depending on what length of subscription you decide to get. So when you come over to the website, you can hit the sign up tab, come over to the length of subscription you'd like to sign up for, and then hit register. And then when you do hit register, it'll create a coupon code, and you just are going to put in code LAKER right here if you'd like to as well. Now you guys absolutely feel free to sign up for whatever length of subscription you would like to do, but if you want to help me out, I make a percentage based off of the initial subscription price that you pay. So for instance, if you were to get the monthly, I'd only make a percentage off the $7.99, but if you were to do the yearly, I'd make the percentage off of that. So again, feel free to do whatever you'd like to. I don't want to pressure you any which way, but if you want to help me out just in specific, I'd really appreciate that as well. So I hope y'all enjoying the video. Let's get right back to it, but one last time, if you want to subscribe to the NBA 2K Lab Premium, just use code LAKER at checkout for 20% off. Anyway, that's all. Let's get back to the video now. All right, so moving along, we have the Wembanyama one right here, and this is going to be a lot like normal. It might even be the exact same animation as normal when it comes to the cross launch with just a different ball hand run. And also, fellas, to be fair, I didn't test the blowout dribbles or whatever they call it, the push like animation or whatever, where like when you just tap RT while moving up the court. And actually, come to think of it, last year that was flicking up on the right stick while sprinting anyway. But point being, I didn't test those. This is a half court. It was really hard to do stuff like that, so I'll have to wait until the game actually comes out. So the difference between Wemby and normal might be those types of push animations, or the blowout dribble, if you will. I'm gonna just call it that because that's what I'm pretty sure it's called. But anyway, the very last one that we have right here is Pro, and it's a 70 speed of ball requirement. Do I think this is worth? Probably not, to be honest with you. But some people really do like that Pro cross launch. They like to, hit the dribble move, run to that offhand, and like it gives a very unique animation. So let's just let that play out real quick. But again, I'm probably just not a fan of it quite as much. You can see that's the Pro right there though. And it's decent. It's definitely a little bit more of like a shooter's dribble style for sure. Like, for me as a slasher, I've never really liked Pro because I just feel like it doesn't really get me downhill very well. Like that right there, the kind of side sweeping animation feels like it's a little bit more for setting up for outside shooting, essentially. So I'm not a big fan, but some people might be. Again, gave a couple looks at that, and now we just wanted to wrap the video up and leave Giannis in the background as well while we're doing it. I will be testing a lot of different animations when the game actually comes out, by the way, fellas, but obviously we only had 9 hours total to even be on the game. So I was labbing a ton of different animations like the floaters, the dribble styles, all types of stuff like that. Even some more specific stuff like for my slasher style, looking for behind the backs, stuff like that. Then obviously also had to get the builds. So there's a reason I wasn't able to do, like, let's say every single gather, like the Euros, spins, hops, stuff like that, or every single crossover behind the back, like there's only so much time we had. So as soon as I get my hands on the actual game, what I'd like to do is just lab. Like I honestly want to make sure I just have the whole repertoire down of like things I wanted to at least be interested in, and just roll with it early so I don't have to, play with a bunch of mediocre stuff and then like see other people do it and try and steal it off them. Nah, I'm trying to just figure out everything I want to even possibly run, and probably also look for things you guys be interested in too, so I can at least be the one to help in those regards as well. So as soon as I get the opportunity to, I will be looking for every possible thing I can help you with animations and stuff, because I'm interested in it myself. So figure I might as well help y'all while I'm at it. Anyway, that is all for the Bigman Dribble style. If you guys want to check out any other videos that we've been doing on this stuff, I wanted to segment them because I figured if I did one big video, people who are interested in center ones would just like kind of skip to the part of the video where the centers are, rather than like, the guards and wings or anything like that. So I'm just going to mix the guard and wing together, and then I want to do the big man separate, and I'm going to do the same for the floaters too. So essentially what I'm getting at is I'm taking two concepts of testing every floater and testing every dribble style, and just splitting those up into guards and wings being in the same category, and then bigs being in an opposite category. So when you see the floater test for all the bigs, it'll just be bigs, and when you see the floater test for guards, it'll be guards and wings. When you see the dribble style test for the guards and wings, those two will be bundled together. So feel free to check those out. I'm probably going to drop them earliest because I know it's just the tornado of like 60 people uploading at the same time. It kind of gets lost in the sauce, so I'd rather that not happen in my build videos. So I figured this is something people can search up, and it has some longevity, some evergreenness to it, if you will. So it's something that's going to be relevant for a long time in terms of like these dribble styles shouldn't change, I wouldn't think, and it should all be the same stuff. One last thing before I end the video. I did not test ones that are restricted by rep rewards. So know that, and I'll probably try and explain that earlier in the video when I do the guard one. I didn't test anything that isn't in the actual animation tester because naturally I just didn't want to like really do that in the first place. And then B, that's something that we can figure out when we really get into the game because that's still a ways away realistically. We don't know it for sure, but it's probably something like, you know, a deeper rep level than we're expecting. So anyway, I'll talk about that in the next one. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you made it to the end of the video, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on noties, all that good stuff. And like I said, if you did make it to the end of the video, put Giannis, or you could put point in the comments, search support some way through for point center, you know, because I think that's what a lot of people who are interested in this video are probably coming to this for, or they're just interested in the way that the game's going to develop and what is the best for bigs in case they want to tell their boys, or, you know, if they just want to even consider this themselves. But anyway, that's all for the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And on that, take it easy, man. Peace.